If you're watching this video, there is a very high chance that you are going to be successful online. And no, this isn't some empty motivational talk. It's based purely on the fact that you are actively consuming this kind of content right now, which means your attention is already in the right place. I'm going to share with you the 5-step formula that I've used to go from losing my job in 2013 to building multiple successful online businesses. Follow this entire process without exception, and I guarantee you will get what you want. Now, the first step to becoming successful is believing that it's possible for you. Belief needs evidence. Back when I started in 2013, building up this belief was harder than it is today. I had to dig through forums and unearth old YouTube videos just to find people that had succeeded in what I wanted to do. But today, this part is easy. Thanks to all the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, Facebook, you see success stories everywhere. Successful people of all ages, races, countries and backgrounds. It's undeniable that wealth and success is possible if you're willing to work for it. The evidence is all around you. If a regular person like me can build multiple successful online businesses without any prior experience, I might add, then you can too. So the question isn't, is it possible? The question is, will you take action? Now, the next step is to choose a path. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. They say, I want success, but I don't know what to do. Speak to anyone who has achieved success and they will tell you the same truth. There is no such thing as a perfect path. You will discover your path purely through experimentation. When I started, I had absolutely no idea that I was destined for e-commerce, digital assets, and teaching people what I knew. I just tried stuff. I started selling on eBay. Then I started selling on Amazon, then my own websites, then sharing what I was doing. I just kept testing different business models until I found what clicked for me. Now, the key here is to start somewhere, anywhere, and just let the path reveal itself to you through your actions. Whatever you do, do not wait for perfect clarity before you begin. You just need to start. The next step is sticking with it long enough. Now, the biggest issue I see with most people that try to make a success of themselves online is simply impatience. Everyone wants to go 100 miles an hour. And for 99% of you, it's going to take longer than you think. Now, of course, there are exceptions. Some people win the lottery, just like some people can go viral overnight or on their first try. But I can tell you that that's not the norm. And if you're hoping for that kind of luck, it's a recipe for disappointment. You will likely face failure of some kind. I've certainly been there. I can tell you that along my own journey, I've had setbacks that have almost broken me. I've had some very dark times. There were times when I honestly thought I was going to lose everything, but I never gave up. I never stopped believing. And it has always been after a difficult period that the biggest breakthroughs happen. Persistence is what separates the successful from those who just give up too soon. The wealth comes to those who stick around long enough for the compound interest to do its thing. And I mean that both financially and in terms of skill and knowledge. Now, the next stage is to find a mentor. You don't want to be doing this alone. You have to get help from those that are further ahead than you, those that are where you want to be. Because when things get tough, and at some point they will, you need someone in your corner who has been there before, someone to guide you through those rocky patches, someone to keep you motivated and to keep you going when you are just swamped with self-doubt. Every time that I have made a huge leap of progress, it's always followed a difficult time alongside some form of coaching or mentorship or maybe a mastermind. Having a mentor is the ultimate shortcut, which actually leads me on to a critical warning. Don't take business advice from people who have never built a business before. So I'm talking about your well-meaning family and friends here. They could potentially be some of your biggest obstacles. Instead, you need to surround yourself with people that are where you want to be and that are doing what you want to be doing. Because their success, their drive will push you forward, and their experience will save you from some costly mistakes. The The final stage is relentless self-education. It doesn't matter what stage in business you are, you must always be learning. So watching videos like this is a good start, but it's not enough. Go to your local library. It's completely free to access books that have been written by billionaires and CEOs. Now, I've read hundreds of books since I first started over 10 years ago. And to be honest, they changed my life. But even as someone who's generated millions and been doing this for well over 10 years, I am acutely aware that I don't know everything. Always assume that you're a beginner and always be learning. I've invested over 6 figures in courses, mentors, and masterminds and communities that have accelerated my growth. I've studied marketing, sales, product creation, and automation. And these are all skills that have helped me build my business to where it is today. The moment you think you know it all, trust me, is the moment you stop growing. Stay humble, stay curious, and enjoy learning. The last thing I'll leave with you is you have to enjoy the journey. So yes, the financial and the time freedom is incredible. And I constantly remind myself just how lucky I am. But I'll be honest, I do often forget about the process, the journey, the joy of building something meaningful. Real joy comes from the process of creating, building and growing, having an impact on someone else's life. And I can tell you that feeling is better than any luxury can buy. Now, whether you're young or you're older, it's absolutely fine not to have everything figured out. I'm still facing my fears and tackling obstacles every single day. But as long as you keep moving forward, you are going to figure it out. You're going to be successful. Just keep going.